Hello, let's talk about the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And I apologize because is just going to be audio only, because my sister is going to give birth to my second niece tomorrow. So, and maybe today when you're watching this. But yeah, so yay. So the Super Mario Galaxy movie is about having thwarted Bowser's previous plot to marry Princess Peach. Mario and Luigi now face a fierce threat in Bowser Jr., who is determined to liberate his father from captivity and restore the family legacy. Alongside companions new and old, the brothers travel across the stars to stop the young heir's crusade. And yeah, honestly, I did like this film. I gave the first movie on Letterboxd, and I reviewed it like a month ago, but on here. But on Letterboxd, I gave the first movie 3.5 stars. And on one hand, I do feel like that's maybe a little low, but I didn't really enjoy the first Mario movie as much as I enjoy like the Sonic the Hedgehog trilogy, and I love those movies. I do think 2 is the weakest, but overall I love that whole trilogy. So being able to sort of be like, oh yeah, I love this series, sort of, and like, me kind of being a Sonic fan for most of my life kind of elevates those films, and my vague understanding of Mario helps these films. But I did enjoy 3. I thought, or the first movie, the Mario movie, because I thought that like they did a good job of being like, okay, Mario games are about Mario and Luigi have to go save Princess Peach, and they did a good job at sort of doing that, but modernizing it, where first he has to go save Luigi, and then by the end of the film, he has to save Peach. Like, it works. And this movie, I think, kind of falls flat in terms of the plot. I think that's kind of like the biggest issue that a lot of people are having, and that I most certainly have. There's like a whole sort of like 10-minute maybe section in the film where we kind of like pause the plot just to let Yoshi and the group to kind of have like a little side tangent, and it felt very Illumination. I don't really enjoy Illumination movies too much. They were always maybe a little too lowbrow for me, which is insane because Despicable Me came out when I was like 11, and even then I kind of didn't really like their movies. The only 2 films of theirs that I really love are the Sing films, and I feel like a lot of adults say that. But I don't know, like, I think that this film just has like a weaker plot and like a weaker sort of thing, kind of plot and stories, just kind of trying to keep all of the imagery together. I think that this film kind of falls flat in that regard. In terms of, like character, plot, storytelling, all that kind of stuff that makes film, I think, special, this movie's sort of lacking in, which is why I gave it 2.5 stars on Letterboxd. But ultimately the positives, I think, are rather good. I think that Super Mario Galaxy is a gorgeous looking film. Like, the animation's truly amazing looking. And I did find some entertaining moments and certain things that made me laugh. I really like Keegan-Michael Key. Like, I think he's funny in like most everything I've seen him in. And he's great here as Toad. Like, there's a really great moment with involving a monkey and Toad, where Toad said something that was just so hilarious and relatable to me that I just loved it. I think Anya Taylor-Joy is doing a good job. I don't know about of course Mario and Luigi. I don't know about their actors, Chris Pratt and Charlie Day. We're just kind of there, and it was kind of cool to see Glenn Powell, but like his voice isn't, I guess, super recognizable enough, even as the character that he is playing. And but no, I overall enjoyed it. I thought Jack Black did a great job. He did great in the first movie. I thought he did great here. Um, Benny Safdie, I'm not really a big fan of him or his brother, honestly, but I thought that they did good, or I thought he did good here. Even though I'm not a big fan of him, I'm not a big fan of Donald Glover, and I honestly think that, and I'm saying this like as not a big fan of Donald Glover, I don't think he needs to be here. Like, I think you literally could have had Yoshi be played by like one of the directors, and it wouldn't have mattered all that much. Like, he's very much unrecognizable. And like no offense to Donald Glover, like genuinely, but like he just, I don't think Yoshi needed to be him, other than to have another name on the marquee, which isn't a thing anymore, honestly. LOL. But big props to Brie Larson. I think she did a good job of what little screen time Rosalina honestly has. And yeah, I liked her. It's super cool to like see her, like in the interviews for this movie, like be happy, because like she's a Nintendo nerd. We sort of learned that, I think, in 2019, and like she talks about how she loves Super Mario, like Galaxy, and like she's a big like Nintendo fan, and like that's really cool, and it's nice to see her like happy on a press tour. And I'm not sure what has changed in her life. I'm not going to speculate on that. I'm not trying to trash her, but I am honestly saying that I think she did a good job as Rosalina, and I don't know, I'm happy to see her happy, because she's a good actress. I've always sort of stood by the fact that I think Captain Marvel 1 just suffers from the fact that the two directors who also like co-wrote that movie were dipshits. Like, I honestly think Captain Marvel sucks because the directors were absolutely like not correct for whatever Feige and Marvel wanted that movie to be. Because like the main 5 cast members of that film have all done like amazing work. So I've always blamed the directors for Captain Marvel. And yeah, like Brie Larson did great. Jack Black did great. Gorgeous animation, some entertaining moments. I really did enjoy the film overall. But I think the story falls flat, and just sort of because of that, because of the poor story and the poor pacing, or the poor storytelling and the poor plotting, I think it's not really a pacing problem, because it is a quick movie. It's like 90 minutes. But like I do think that it just falls flat because of the script. And I heard another YouTuber say, a college professor of his say, I think it was Godzilla Mendoza, said that one of his college professors once said that everything can be kind of workable with a movie, but like if you have a bad script, then you're screwed. And I think this has had a bad script. But no, I don't know. I liked it well enough. If you're like a Nintendo fan, or you have kids, I recommend you go watch it for that. But like, if you're just like casual, if you just want to, maybe even if you are a Nintendo fan and you just kind of want to, if you want to wait for like renting it on DVD or something, absolutely wait. This isn't something you gotta like rush out to see. And I only really watched it on Easter because I had time and like an afternoon free. But yeah, remember the God, He made you special. He loves you very much. I hope you have a very lovely day. I hope you had a very lovely week as always. Hope you had a great Easter. I haven't been making a lot of videos, and I'm sorry about that, but I just wanted to remind you that God, He made you special. He loves you very much. I love you. I hope you have had a great first 4 months of the year. And of course, you will be seeing a lot more of me because I want to watch a lot of movies this summer. But yeah, I don't know. God bless. I love you. You're special. Christ died for your sins. And I just hope you have an amazing rest of your week. God bless.